Yeah, I just want to talk about before about street lights. I just want to talk about a company called Talenza. Talenza provides a multi-sensor. Talenza provides a multi-sensor light. It's mounted on street lights for a variety of smart city applications. Um, so what I'm saying is that all this technology is available, it's in place, and it might even be installed, but yet might not be fully activated. So these companies are partnering with other companies to provide other things like smart waste bin management. The company has recently doubled the number of its personnel, so it's growing and expecting further growth in these markets. In total, Talenza has just deployed over 9 million sensors across 30 countries, ranging from the UK to the US, Russia, China, and Brazil. Most recently, Talenza announced its urban data project in partnership with Microsoft Azure, Qualcomm, Qinos, and others. So this is not customer driven, just like 5G isn't. Who are the customers that are driving this growth? It's our government bodies, public bodies. All right. This is what's called an incapacitator light. This one pictured was actually in the UK. So you can see two LED lights, and the cluster in the middle is an incapacitator light. It said underneath on the same light, it said you are in an area controlled by a public spaces protection order. So it's already saying that this is an area where, it's controlled and there's a protection order, i.e. you get up to anything that they might not approve of, you can get fined or something else can happen. Now, this light that I showed is actually, as it suggests, incapacitator light. It's a light that has crowd control or individual control capabilities. There's a lot more in the US. So what are they? This explains it very well. It's from Wikipedia. And by the way, these can be handheld. They're used by the police in some parts of America, and as well as installed on streets. It's a light emitting diode, an LED basically. It's a weapon designed like a flashlight. It emits an extremely bright, rapid, and well-focused series of different colored random pulses before the human eyes can focus in on any one frequency. Another frequency comes on, causing intracranial pressure, which results in headache, nausea, vomiting, disorientation, irritability, and visual impairment to the target. They say it's temporary, though. It hasn't said it there, but or from what I've read in other places, they say it's temporary. The non-lethal weapon is intended as a means of protection by law enforcement officials such as police and border patrols. The light is emitted to be capable of rendering opponents temporarily blind so they can be subdued more easily. Right, this is a very cheap piece of kit. Just like the phase array of 5G, you can actually make it yourself. You can make this yourself. People have done it. College students have made a phase array, which is basically beamforming radiation, which enables you to see through a barrier like a wall. And it's used routinely, again, in the military. This is actually all 5G and all this stuff. I know it seems like a brave new world, but this is all very old technology, and it's not complicated as much as it seems. But in a way, it's seen as new and improved, but it isn't new and improved. But it's sold to our representatives as new and improved, and they get blinded by this. Oh, I'm doing something better. This is an improvement. They see things with a pre or understood narrative, you see, and they go in that slipstream. And that's where the groupthink happens. This is a handheld one. So this one, how it looks. So it's like 5G and 4G. Why a lot of people get ill with RFR is a similar thing, really, because it's the different pulsations, and they're not biocompatible pulsations, and they come on and off, and your body, and it's discordant for the body. It's discordant, so the body can't handle it. Our bodies are brilliant, are very clever, and can adapt to a lot of things. But when it's like it all come from all angles, and it's at a frequency that are discordant, and sometimes carried in packets, the data is carried in packets, which are very biocompatible, but inside it, the signal is not biocompatible. So it acts like a Trojan horse, which goes into your system because your body says, oh, this is good, goes into your, and opens up the channels, the gates, and you go in and then it's disruptive. So that's what adaptive stress and DNA damage is. That's what adaptive stress is, basically, when your body's struggling to deal with these things. And again, this is your eyes and your mind, your brain, your cortex, your visual cortex, dealing with something that's very, very hard to deal with, to process, and it gets you out of balance. It puts you off balance. That's why people can feel nausea and can feel vertigo, literal vertigo, and they're temporarily blinded. And so and they can't really focus on what's going on. So it's basically like stunning someone. Right. This is not new, and this History Channel talks about it. A video on YouTube. I can show you a short video, but I realize I've been talking for a long time, and but there's a guy below making one, and I've got a video making a phase array. I can explain what a phase array is. It's a military. It was made in the military many years ago, World War II. It's very simple. So don't be scared about, oh, this is too technical for me. 5G, what is it doing? It's quite simple to understand in many respects. It's just a lot of words are used to a lot of jargon, and I'm sorry if I've used any, but a lot of jargon is used to scare people. Kelvins and all this. It just means how warm or how cold a light is and all this sort of thing.